There's an old graveyard at the end of my street, and I found out it's where all the guys and ghouls meet. As I was walking by one lonely night, I caught a sight of a sight that truly filled me with fright. I saw a skeleton man, and I couldn't move until my body started shaking as he started to groove. And I don't know what made me leave that street. I guess it must have been the rhythm of his bony feet. He started rattling his bones, rattling his bones. He started rattling his bones. He started rattling his bones, rattling his bones. He started rattling his bones. Well, I looked around, and what did I see? There was a skeleton band rising up next to me. They said, "Hey man, would you like to dance? Because we know that you will dig it if you give it a chance." Well, I gave it a chance, and what can I say? You know it felt so groovy, spooky as we started to sway. We were a-jumping and a-jiving, and very, very soon we were a-rocking and a-rolling and howling at the moon, rattling our bones, rattling our bones. We were a-rattling our bones. We were rattling our bones, rattling our bones. We were rattling our bones. And soon a ghostly choir stepped up and joined in. I bet that I don't hear nothing like that again. There's really nothing to it. You got to put your bones into it. There's really nothing to it. You got to put your bones into it.
Now if you want to get down with me, here's the thing to do. Watch everything that I do and simply do it too. Now wave your hands into the air to the bony, bony beat. Now put them down and shake them up towards your bony feet. Now rattle your whole body, do this bony, bony dance. You can't lose because your blues won't stand a ghost of a chance. There's no need to be afraid, even if you're all alone. Just take this chance, do this dance and rattle your bony, bony bones.
We had been dancing all night and it was plain out of sight, and I was hoping that the band would play on. They said, "Now it's been fun, but we gotta run, and it's time that we made our way home." Well, they pulled back a grave and made a hole in the ground. The whole skeleton band started going down, down. And just before they left me standing there all alone, the skeleton said,
"Hey man, don't forget to rattle, rattle, rattle your bones. Rattle your bones. Rattle, rattle, rattle your bones. Show you how to do it. Rattle your bones. Rattle your bones. Rattle, rattle, rattle your bones. Show you how to do it. Rattle your bones. Rattle your bones. Rattle, rattle, rattle your bones. Show you how to do it. Rattle your bones. Rattle your bones. Rattle, rattle, rattle your
To go, what you want to be. Moon is rising, leaves are changing orange, black and green for Halloween. Yes, it's Halloween. I could be a ghost, I could be a ghoul. Yellow glowing jack-o'-lantern grinning like a fool in the graveyard. Because it's
Halloween.
Trick or treat on my feet, give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care.
I don't care.
Spiders falling in your hair, bats are flying everywhere. It's Halloween.
always spooky stuff, but we don't have to be afraid. Spooky stuff, spooky stuff. There's always spooky stuff, but we don't have to be afraid. When the lights go out and the house is dark, you can hear your heart pounding in your chest. But there's no one there, you don't have to be scared. Don't you see that there's no one there? Spooky stuff, spooky stuff.
We don't have to be afraid.
When you're all alone, when you're by yourself, only you and the toys sitting on your shelf. When the shadows crawl, creep across the wall, don't be scared, there's no one there at all.
Where were you when the lights went out? I wasn't twitching and running around. I was tucked safely in my bed, because spooky stuff is just in my head. It's in my head, in my head.
Spooky stuff, spooky stuff. There's always spooky stuff, but we don't have to be afraid. Spooky stuff, spooky stuff. There's always spooky stuff, but we don't have to be afraid. When the house is dark and the only sound is your heart that pounds down in your chest, then that big bad bear is just a comfy chair. Don't you see that there's no one there? Spooky stuff, spooky stuff. We don't have to be afraid. Stuff that's spooky, stuff that's scary, things that make your arms go hairy, things go bump, it'll make you jump. There's always spooky stuff, but we don't know, we don't. No, we really don't have to be afraid.
Clowns are dancing in the hallway, faces painted in a grin. Something scratching on the window, something is trying to get in. Shadows darkening the darkness, I don't know what I should do. Does that scare you? It scares me too. I hear whispers from the closet, something lurks beneath my bed. I tried to tell someone about it, they didn't believe a word I said. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, I don't know what I should do. Does that scare you? It scares me too. Weeds are twisting in the garden, vultures circled overhead. I thought I heard a voice call my name, but it was calling yours instead. Everybody's got their demons, I've got more than a few. Does that scare you? It scares me too. wind howls like a coyote. The moon hides behind a cloud. Footsteps echo on the sidewalk. They were soft, but now they're getting loud. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I don't know what I should do. Does that scare you? It scares me too. Boo!
Afraid of a boogeyman, boogeyman, the boogeyman. I say we boogie with the boogeyman. Come on and boogie. With the boogeyman. Boogeyman, he's the boogeyman. Everybody boogie with the boogeyman. See the boogeyman, he can boogie, woogie, woogie. He can boogie. He can boogie with his hands. With a hand, with a hand. Can you understand? You can boogie with your hand. I see you can. You can boogie with your hand. Boogeyman, the boogeyman. Everybody boogie with the boogeyman. I see that boogeyman. He's a boogie. Yes, he can. He can boogie, boogie, boogie. He can boogie with his feet. Can you boogie with your feet? That's real. He can.